What's going on, everybody, and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. Throughout my videos, I'm going to be trying to help you guys understand more about fishing and the fish that I'm catching. Now, I'm still learning myself, but hopefully we can all just learn together. So today my main focus is going to be on bluegill. I know I'm starting off kind of small, but this is my first video. So bluegill like a lot of shaded areas, kind of where I'm at, underneath trees, and they like to be near weeded areas. So just kind of, if you're looking for bluegill, go to all those different areas where you see maybe some algae or maybe some mudded areas, and they like hiding in those areas. And they also like warmer temperatures. So probably on a day like this, it's pretty warm out, so they'll probably be sitting kind of up close on top of the water, maybe finding different bugs that are on top of the water to eat. And so yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so first of all, I'm going to start by showing you how I have my pole set up. So I just have an open reel right here, and right here I have my bobber. I don't use bobbers too often, but since I'm just going for bluegill and they sit on top of the water with warmer temperatures like this, then I'm gonna stick with the bobber for today. And as you can see, I have a very small hook, because whenever you're going for smaller species of fish like bluegill or sunfish, then a smaller hook is the way to go. That way they don't keep sliding off your hook, which it will still happen, so don't worry about if it does. Just keep trying and eventually you'll get one on your line. So today I have worms with me. So bluegill, sunfish, that species, they like to eat worms, algae, insects. The bigger bluegill will tend to eat crawfish, maybe some other things, but that's basically their diet. So I'm gonna grab my worms here and let's see if we can catch some fish. Alright, so what we have here are some earthworms. Now these ones are some of the biggest earthworms I've ever seen. Like, I mean, they're pretty chunky, but that's what the fish like. So we're gonna, since I have a smaller hook, we're just gonna stick to cutting them or pulling them apart into smaller pieces. That way it fits on the hook. And I may not put worms on the hook like other people, but this is the way that I've grown up putting them on my hook. So that's what I'm gonna stick to, and hopefully we can catch some fish with it. Alright, so I have my piece cut off right here. He's still moving because, you know, I just tore him in like a fourth of a piece. So we're gonna put it on my hook. Now whenever I put worms on my hook, I kind of just keep going down the worm, hooking it as much as I can. Again, it's probably not how most people do it, or maybe it is, I don't really know. We got some guts spewing out over here, but you know, that's how the fish like it. So let's get our first cast in and let's catch some. So I've been fishing. I fished here yesterday for quite a while, and right here is where there's a good nest of fish, of bluegill. So a fun fact about bluegill is, or sunfish, I didn't find out about this until like a month ago. So if you knew this, good job. It's probably common sense, but there's a few people that I know that didn't know this, but bluegill is actually a type of sunfish. So I might sound stupid for saying that, but I just thought I would let you know. And it looks like we're getting a bite right now. So let's see if we can get him hooked. fun fact. So when sunfish or bluegill make a nest, they nest pretty close to another nest because I guess bluegill just don't like being alone. That's just how they are. So they will build their nest right next to each other, making kind of like a colony. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And let's see if we still have our bait. We do. So let's throw it back out, get some of this moss or algae off, and let's see if we can get some more bites. A lot of bites. There we go, we got one. Alright. Bluegill number 1. Get him off the hook there, and the thing that I don't like too much about catching bluegill is I feel like they're a lot harder to get off the hook. I don't know. It might just be me struggling, but there we go. Set this down, and we still got our bait. So let's take a look at him right there. That's fish number 1. Let's get him back into the water. Since we still have our bait, I guess we can just throw it back in there, and let's catch another. Another thing that I want to try and do today is go for, well, I guess the bluegill found out where the worm is, so now we're just reeling them in. This one kind of has like a pinkish purple tint to it. Alright, fish number 2, and we still have our bait again. We can open his mouth. Alright, that's fish number 2. Alright. So as you can see, since my worm has been in there for maybe a couple minutes now, and I'm just kind of throwing it back into the same area, the bluegill are attaching on to where it is, and now we're just reeling them in. So the common length for a bluegill is about 7.5 inches. Yesterday, whenever I was fishing, I got almost up to 8 inches, so that was pretty cool. This one has a lot more color to it. Let's see. Maybe you guys can see that. Yeah, it has a lot more red down here, so maybe it might. I'm not great with all these fish species. I'm still learning, so hopefully I can learn more about them. So that might have been a little bit more of a red-breast sunfish. I might be wrong on that. If I am, comment down below, tell me I'm wrong. Alright, so another fun fact about bluegill is the largest one that's been recorded is about 16 inches long and about 4.8 pounds. So I personally have not seen one that big, probably because I'm not in the right area or something, but hopefully one day I can catch one that big, maybe even bigger. That'd be pretty cool, but I don't see that happening anytime soon, so I think I'll stick to the common 7.5 inches. So let's fix this worm because the last one kind of almost tore it off, so we'll fix that and see if we can catch our fourth bluegill, I think. Now I'm probably going to lose count if I haven't already, so I should probably stop while I'm ahead on the counting thing and just keep catching them. And on this pole I have about, I think it's a 12-pound test line, I have another pole down here that I'm not using right now, but that one's about 30 pounds because whenever I was fishing a while ago, this one's a fighter. Ooh, that's a decent sized one. I think we might have to measure this one. It's probably about 7.5 inches. But I want to see if I can get over that 7.5 inch mark. So yeah, let's check them out. Alright. So I have this older tape measure and waiter thing. I don't know. I don't know if this thing works too well. I don't know. Probably because I haven't caught heavy enough fish to really tell. So let's measure him, see how long he is. He is right at the 7-inch mark. So he's a little bit smaller than the common bluegill, or common length of the bluegill, which is perfectly fine. He'll grow up and be a big one. As you can tell, I'm really horrible at this. There's also like a ton of mosquitoes, so I'm being eaten alive, but it's fine. Also, if you guys are liking the video, maybe you can, drop a like saying that you liked it. But, oh, there's a bass coming straight from us. I don't know. I think the bass might have turned away. But there was a pretty decent sized bass, like right on it. I really hope y'all can hear me because there's a lot of traffic. So that'd be really bad if you guys couldn't hear me, because then I would be, doing this video for however long. Just to find out once I go to edit it that you guys couldn't hear me the whole time. So hopefully you guys can hear me. I don't have a mic or anything, so I'm just using my phone right now till I can make enough money for something a little bit better. I don't have much bait on here, but again, bluegill will go for pretty much any amount of worm. At least from what I can see, so hopefully they'll go for it. Had another bite. This one has like a few little speckles around the face. Caught one like that had quite a few. Can't really see it on that side, but there's a few. That's dropping. There's a few kind of around the face right there. But yeah. Open your mouth. Or fall. Alright, anyways. Fish number, however many that is. Alright, that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to drop a like. And if you want to, you can subscribe. It's a great idea. And if you ever don't like my content in the future, or it just kind of gets boring, you can always unsubscribe. But as for now, that's going to be the end of it. So thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.